Somebody save me. Smallville, the 15-year anniversary is here, everybody. Smallville is officially on Hulu. It's got here on October 1st. I know I'm a couple days late, but still, it's here. The entire season is on Hulu, and it's the 15-year anniversary of Smallville. For those of you who don't know what Smallville is about the man who becomes the boy who becomes the man, Superman. This is Clark Kent's origin story, journey, and his hometown in Smallville. Now, let me just say this. All these superhero TV shows right now, Arrow, Flash, DC Legends of Tomorrow, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, they all owe Smallville because Smallville paved the way for people to actually take Smallville seriously or superhero shows seriously. Smallville started it off. And here's the thing. You know what's so unique about Smallville? You know what's so unique about this great show? That he is not, because he's not immediately the Man of Steel. He's not immediately Superman. Arrow, Green Arrow's already trained. He's already a fighter. He's a superhero. Daredevil, already trained. Fought as a superhero. Jessica Jones, she has her power. She's already battle trained. Luke Cage, same thing. The new Luke Cage TV show's out on Netflix right now. DC Legends Tomorrow draws a group of superheroes. Do you know how to fight? Smallville, it's the boy who becomes Superman. And a lot of people find Smallville, oh, it's corny. They go through high school. He has a little prompting. Wasn't everything in high school like that? You had your crushes. You had your love story. Smallville is about the boy who becomes a man, who the man who becomes Superman. And guess what? There is two main characters in Smallville. Clark Kent and Lex Luthor. The best portrayal of Lex Luthor by any of the dang movies. Michael Rosenbaum. Michael Rosenbaum is terrific as Lex Luthor. And this is about, this beginning of Smallville is about their relationship together. Clark, and I'll give you the pilot thing. Clark is on a bridge, and Lex accidentally hits Clark with his car, and Clark saves him. And they become a bond of friendship. Lex is a guy who's already out of high school and all that stuff, but he befriends Clark Kent, and he befriends the Kent family. We get a nice backstory between them, how they were best friends at the beginning, and it's so interesting to see how they ultimately become villains at the end. And not villains, but against arch nemesis, hero and villain. Also, what's great, they had both of them have fathers that define their characters. You have Lionel Luthor, who's made his son Lex into the man he is today, which is a villain. Then you have Jonathan Kent, who was always an inspiration for Clark Kent to be the greater man, to be a Superman. You see how both the hero and villain are both pushed on by their fathers. Different role models equal different results. And you see that at the beginning. True, you have your love story with Lana, and people get annoyed with that. But it was an interesting character. We see a young kid who's struggling to understand his powers and to use it. Granted, Smallville doesn't have the great special effects now today. We ain't gonna have great action scenes. We ain't gonna have awesome freaking CGI. We're not gonna have that. But Smallville was fantastic for its time. When it had on its budget, it was amazing. They had a better Doomsday than freaking Batman vs. Superman. This show was freaking amazing. I love this show. It got me into the Superman character. I read the books. I'm reading the comic books now of Superman, and I love them. Smallville was great for its time, and all these TV shows that came out, Arrow, Flash, and the others, they really don't have a clear arc of what they want to go through, in my opinion. Arrow's going iffy right now. The Flash, to me, is one of the better TV shows around because, again, Smallville, he's not immediately the superhero. The Flash, he's not immediately a superhero either, really. He's just a kid who got struck by lightning who's really fast, and now he's trying to adjust to it. Granted, he's a superhero. Yes, he could go super fast, but it's really an origin story of who his character is, the Flash. Smallville is the origin story of Clark Kent, of the boy who becomes Superman. There are so many iconic moments in the Smallville universe. Granted, people's like, oh, the love story, Lana, Lois Lane. I don't care about that. Because it stands out for his time. He's going through high school. He's going through prom. He has a crush on a girl. How do you think the Man of Steel done it? No other TV show explores an origin story of the Man of Steel better than Smallville. It doesn't, and it has its own new take. They create characters in the TV show that become iconic, and now people put them in the comics. Chloe Sullivan, one of the greatest characters that was not in the comic books, became an official person in the comic books because of Smallville. That's iconic. That's amazing. And I just love this superhero show, Smallville. I just always will love Smallville because, again, it's not a superhero show. Well, it is a superhero show, but you know what it really is? It's a coming-of-age story. It's a coming-of-age story of the man who become Superman. There's no other explanation I could give to this show. This show was freaking phenomenal for its time. It's the 15-year anniversary. I'm super, super excited. I'm super freaking happy. I have all the seasons, but I'm so glad that Hulu has put on Smallville onto their website, and now people could relive Smallville. And for people who don't know about Smallville, some people are like, they can't deal with the action, they can't deal with the campy little stuff. But if you really go down to it about story-wise, Smallville has a great direction. They know where they want to go. They know what the first, second, season, third season. They always have a plan throughout, and they know where they want to go for their story. Arrow's up in the air right now. Daredevil has a good storyline, but they kind of rushed their character because they only have 13 episodes. Smallville has 22 episodes where you can expand relationships, expand these characters, expand location, and get to know these characters. And when certain characters do die, they have death in Smallville, it is so tragic and so beautifully done that you are going to melt. If y'all know what I'm talking about, look at season 5, episode, I believe 12, I'm not sure. It's called A Reckoning. And what a reckoning it was. Smallville is a great TV show. Please check it out. Smallville, 15th anniversary. So freaking happy. Love Smallville. Always to this day. And I'm going to do a top 10 episode again. But everyone, named Jalise, signing off from you. Everybody. Bye-bye.